I'm joined now by Congressman Raja Krishnamoorthi, Democrat of Illinois. Congressman, it's great to have you with us. Thank you so much. I know you're up. I would feel embarrassed to have you on, stay even longer, but we appreciate your time. There's so much to talk about tonight. I just want to start by getting your sense of how all of this played out. What are your emotions, your thoughts as this night concludes?
Well, I guess 15th time was the charm in this particular case. I mean, I think that, look, it's always exciting to get sworn in. This is my fourth time, my fourth contract extension. It's always, you know, a special moment to have so many newly elected members of Congress from both sides taking the oath of office for the first time. A lot of them brought their families earlier in the week to see them getting sworn in, and they couldn't stay, you know, through Friday late night. And so you have to feel for those families as well and those new members. But at the end of the day, thankfully, we had a peaceful transition of power this time around, and we have a new speaker, and it's time to get to work. And we Democrats and the Democratic caucus are going to stand for the values that you know well and that Leader Jeffries articulated in his speech.
You know, speaking of the work that is about to get underway, we got a glimpse, if you will, of perhaps both the managerial style or the leadership style of Kevin McCarthy, but also the substance of what he wants his conference and this House to do under his leadership in that speech that he gave. And we'll talk about Leader Jeffries in a moment, but what did you make of what Speaker McCarthy said about what he wanted to go after in terms of investigations and the substance of his speech?
Well, I think, like, you know, for instance, making it a priority to go after the FBI doesn't really, you know, it's not a promising indication of where their priorities are, Ari. And I think that, I think the other thing that I would say is when he talks about, for instance, you know, Jim Jordan and others being able to use the subpoena power to go after various individuals. What I'm really concerned about is they're going to start relitigating the 2020 election and trying to prove out Donald Trump's theories about what happened. Because at the end of the day, you have to recognize that Donald Trump is an animating and a motivating force for a lot of my colleagues on the other side, and certainly their bases.
You know, we lived through 4 years of Trump in the White House. A lot of people after those 4 years looked at that institution and said it had been weakened as a result of the Trump presidency. Are you concerned that the House of Representatives as an institution is going to be weakened by the extremists who are now part of the Republican leadership, given what Kevin McCarthy may or may not have done to get this gavel?
Oh, absolutely. You know, I think that he started out with, I think, around 21 holdouts, and he negotiated one thing after another to get their buy-in. And I'm really concerned about whether the rules package, that's the set of rules that will govern this Congress, will make it almost ungovernable. And, you know, for instance, he may have made it very easy to have himself removed from the speakership by a very small group of people who represent, as you know, a tiny minority of our constituencies. And so that's the type of thing that could throw us into chaos. I'm also concerned about whether he might have put language in the rules package with regard to the debt limit. We have not seen this rules package in detail yet, and so we're looking forward to seeing that as well.
So what can Democrats do? You're in the minority, obviously. You brought up some very important points, both about concessions he may have made in terms of the language that's in the rules package, in terms of the power that this small minority that he may have offered up a lot of concessions to, in terms of what they wield over him. What can Democrats do in this dynamic?
I think that, first of all, with regard to the rules package, I think we're going to have to look for Republicans to vote down the rules package. I think that we have to I saw that Tony Gonzalez, a Republican from Texas, has already said he's going to be a no on the rules package, despite being a strong supporter of McCarthy. I think there are a bunch of people on the other side who have misgivings about some of the concessions that he made to these holdouts. And so given that, I think that, hopefully we can either amend the rules package or we're just going to have to vote it down, when we come back next week.
We got a little glimpse of Leader Jeffries' oratory skills, quite remarkable. I think anyone who was watching those, certainly I, as somebody who was watching him, was just completely floored by that speech. Tell me your thoughts about what he said, the vision that he outlined, and his, personal vision for leadership.
I think that he powerfully articulated the notion that we have to lift up the American dream for every single person in this country. I'm an immigrant myself. I have 29 letters in my name, and my parents would not be here but for the promise of America and really the government of America allowing us to come up from food stamps and public housing, get a great education, and be able to live the American dream. But for so many of our fellow citizens, that's not possible right now. And so Hakeem Jeffries represents the American dream. As you know, his life story embodies it. And so I know that he, with every fiber of his being, is going to fight for the same opportunities that this kid from Brooklyn had for everyone else. And so I'm so excited to work with him on that mission.
Congressman, can I get just a final thought, if I can, from you about what this week has taught us about the state of our democracy? I mean, we've been talking a little bit about the politics and the power grabs and the power maneuvering that happens on the Hill. I mean, people have described it as a real-life episode of House of Cards or Game of Thrones, whatever analogy you want to use. But what does this week tell you about the state of our democracy and where we are in that on this, what started out on January 6th, the 2-year anniversary of the attack on the Capitol, we witnessed this dysfunction, if you will, from the Republican conference?
Well, I was actually thinking of Groundhog Day as another piece of entertainment that people mentioned. But I think that what it reminds me is the fragility of our democracy. I think today we started out with the ceremony on the steps of the Capitol with regard to January 6, 2021. And to hear the families of the fallen speak reminded us of the loss that so many people experienced, but also how close we were to seeing our election overturned and our democracy and an insurrection destroy our democracy. And so what we have to do is do everything we can to reaffirm it, defend it, and speak up for all those rights and liberties that we cherish. And that's what I intend to do, and I think that my colleagues and Leader Jeffries are going to help lead the way on that.
If the past week is any indicator for what may lie ahead, it may be a bumpy 2 years. We certainly hope that it smoothens out a little bit. Congressman Raja Krishnamoorthi, thank you so much, sir. I know it has been a very long day for you and your colleagues, so we certainly appreciate you joining us. Thank you.
Thank you,